Good afternoon, YouTube and the internet. Finally managed to get home during daylight hours, so I'm heading into the garage to replace this rear timing cover, put this thing back together, and if I'm ultra lucky I might be able to turn the key tonight, but we'll see how it goes. So where I'm up to, it's been like 2 weeks since I've done anything. This is just sitting here, the belt's just sitting there, it's not even on. I just got to take the CAS bracket off, take the cam gear off, take the rear timing cover off, replace it with one I have over there, reassemble. That's it. But I've got to put the harmonic balancer and everything back on the bottom as well, the lower timing cover, etc, etc. So a little bit to do. Radiator is back, it's under the house, the coil rad, so the proper radiator's here, so I can put it together properly and not worry about the factory one that I use as an emergency substitute. Let's get stuck in. Okay, so what do I need? 14, I think. Nope, 12. Yep. Let's pop the belt off out of the way. Yep. And let's just pop these back in the holes. Don't foul or anything will get in the way of the timing cover, so. Now you'll note here another fuck up, so I sheared this bolt in here with a torque wrench on. So I did something wrong, but it's screwing out by hand, so that is not a problem. I can use the same bracket. Ta-da! It's the new bolt. Now that's an 11 for the cam gears, from memory. Yep. I think it's the only 11 on the car. Shit. There's not a lot of torque on these. I was expecting to not need to hold it still. Okay. So need to get the timing cover off, the cam cover off, and hold it still. Or can I just wedge something down in here? I can handle that. It's nice and soft. There's not a lot of torque on these, is it? Like 15 newton meters or something from memory. Yep, that's enough. Lovely. Excellent. Let's just get back where it was. Right there. Beautiful. Cam gear off. Same as always, pop these back in the home so I don't lose them. And this is just sitting here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 probably. No, maybe they're 11s as well, or 10s. 10s. Lovely. That's our rear timing cover off, and that's our troublesome stripped nut on the back. That's a grommet, which I may need for the other cover. You can see where I've sawed it off with the hacksaw because I couldn't undo it. because it's just spinning because that bolt is stripped. So yeah, I've got a spare. Let's chuck it in. So here's my spare timing cover. Slam it on. Done. These four. I've already forgotten which bolts go in there. Where's that there? Now the first time, even these timing cover bolts were torqued to spec. Everything was done meticulously. I still stripped a couple, as you can see, in the CAS bracket and in this. So for these little ones, I'm just going to do them by feel. About that many torques, that many torques, that many torques, that many torques. So I think in the book these are 6.8 or 8.6 Newton meters. That is more than 8.6 Newton meters or 9, whatever they happen to be. Just from experience, I know that's more torque than that. So I know that they're at least tight enough. Put this back in. Should I put the can gear on first? I should. Let's just pop this one here out of the way. Find the alignment. There. Done. And this one down there, like so. Excellent. Again, these are, I'm going to say 12 Newton meters. Check the factory service manual if you're looking for the real number. But again, by feel, that is tight enough. That would be at least that. Nice lined up, nice lined up. Excellent. Okay, now CAS bracket. Now what I don't have is a replacement bolt for the front timing cover, but I don't need to put the front timing cover on to get it to start. Something else I may have trouble with doing, or may cause a delay, would be doing up the harmonic balancer to the stupid high torque number. I can't remember what it is, but that main bolt, you've got to lock it off. You've got to stop the engine turning. And at the moment there's no gear lever, the gearbox is in neutral, and there's no tail shaft, so I'm going to have to fit those, which means I won't be starting it tonight because I won't be able to do that up. But Saturday this week, Sunday, I'll be busy Saturday. Sunday this week I will go through those items and do them. Now I need to find another screw like this, a bolt like this one for the cam angle sensor, which I think I can plug in. I'm going to get that half moon lined up. Looks like it's about there. Let's take the other bolt out. Actually, let's leave that in. We won't fit this until we get the belt on, because it'll just get in the way. Timing belt. This timing belt comes with marks on it. Going down the bottom. Yep. So there are 3 marks on there, and the one down the bottom, which you've got to do first because it's a pain in the ass. And then you've got to try and keep it from falling off while you get it around the tensioner and the top ones. And it's the hardest to see. You can't really see the side of the belt, but I have somehow got that right first time, which has never happened before. Let's just leave it off the tensioner, make sure we get all the marks lined up. That one's on right. We just need to grow the belt 2 inches to get it on the tensioner, and then slip it on and tension it up. Just getting it started is always a nightmare, I find. There you go. It doesn't show it. So you can see the line on the belt, and you can see the timing mark on the oil pump, but you can't actually see the mark on the sprocket. So I can with my eye, but not in that photo. Okay, what you can see, whoa, okay, you can see the line there and the mark there, so that's the tooth there, and that's where the belt sits in it, either side, the lines between them, so it sits over the mark that is meant. Let's just push it on now. Should be the easy bit. Now I've actually got the tensioner done up in the most slack position rather than loose, so I could hold it back, aim for about the middle of the gear and all the way on the idler and tensioner. We are on, and if I put you down here you'll be able to see that timing mark. I can't see what you can see, but the belt mark's in there. You probably can't see it. You can see the mark in the oil pump and the mark on the sprocket, which does line up with the belt. The belt mark is there, which lines up with the mark on the timing cover. The belt mark, which lines up with the correct tooth on the gear, which lines up with the timing cover. Which it was like that before, but because that cam gear was out 90 degrees, timing was out 90 degrees. Ain't gonna start like that. So I can put the lower timing cover on now, or tension that, got to tension that belt first, put the lower timing cover on. And there is a tool to measure the tension. I don't have one. You don't want it too tight. Put a little bit of tension on it, and you've got to hold it against the rotation of the nut because you're turning it away to loosen the tensioner. When you do it up, I'll put a bit of torque on it, and I will finish this one with a torque wrench just to be safe. So we are losing a bit of light now, but I'll put this lower timing cover on. It goes that way, just there, yep. So where did I put the bolts for that? 3, I think. Yeah, 3. In a safe place. So feed that up under the water pump flange, pop it in place, and get on my knees so I can see where the holes are. There we go, there's one. This is all much easier when it was on an engine stand, I can tell you. There we go. Easy as. Where the other two screws go? Okay, three bolts started. Again, these were a very low number torque wise, so I'm going to do it by feel. Again, like an 8 or a 9 or a 6. This is under there somewhere. Ah, you know what I didn't do? I didn't torque up the tensioner bolt. Friggin' idiot. So the torque on this is 43 to 50. Oh no, I haven't. 43 to 58. It's going to be bugger all on this. There we go. Done. This is it, about 47. There's a bit of a ding in this, and I'm just going to pop it out. So, pretty easy. Just a drift and a hammer. On a solid-ish surface. Dogs don't like it. Much better. Not perfect, and it was okay before as far as fitment and clearances, but it's just a little bit better now. So take 3 on that. Is that ratchet gone? Found the screws in my jacket pocket. Don't believe I have a ratchet in there. There it is. Try this again. One on the sides, a pain in the arse. Lovely. The blind one underneath it doesn't seem to give me any trouble as long as I can find it. That's just a cover pulling into place. It worried me when I first did it before. Thinking I might have stripped the bolt again because it tensioned up and then it lost tension. Now I've got this front plate thing. It goes up. So I did that up to turn the engine around. Shouldn't be a drama now because everything's timed back together. Should be able to just do that. Little plate. You can't see jack. You can't see the car either. Don't know who Jack is. Seems to be a very forgettable sort of person. Harmonic balancer. Seems about right. Let's just pop this bolt in here finger tight too before I forget about it. Balance bolt. This is, I bought a new one for this build. Okay, timing on 0. Down there. Spot on. Spot on. Excellent. Now, like I said before, I have to put the tail shaft in and put the gear lever in to put it in a gear so I can do that up. I need a hand to hold the cam still so I can do this up. And there's no one else here at the moment. So, that's probably as far as I'm going to get tonight. But, that is promising. I will leave that out there actually, so it's very obvious. Cam angle sensor. That can go on. So I didn't get a video out last week. It breaks my run of about 7 months, I think, with at least one video a week. And since January of having a video every Friday, I was trying to maintain that schedule. Perfect. Goes that way. But you know, life gets in the way sometimes. The odd thing is, you know, I managed to maintain it during moving house and stuff, but yeah, fell short last week. Just got busy, a little bit busy and a little bit demotivated actually, but motivation's back. The other thing is filming at this time of night. The light's not very good. My lighting in here is not. I don't want to. I have noticed there's a little bit of the flicker from the fluoros. It's not too extreme, but I have noticed it. I don't know if you guys have. Hard over according to the mark that's in the thing. So let's do that. And I'll get the timing light and reset that and get a third bolt in there. So very close, very close. So this weekend we'll have it started. Won't have the front timing cover on. Like I said before, that's not going to stop me because I don't need it on to fire it up. Someone's drag car. Yeah, hoping to turn the key Sunday, actually. Guess I'll see you guys next time. Go!